Hello, I'm Johnny, and I'm Buro's November cover star. This is the soundtrack to my life. Junie by Solange. There is something so melancholic about this track that every time I listen to it, I become really happy. And I would think if you're going on a late night drive, you might be a little bit sad. So that's my choice. So my song to cry to is the same as my husband's. It's To Build a Home by Patrick Watson and the Cinematic Orchestra. It is one of the saddest tracks to us because there is this beautiful progression that goes through the track and it just brings so many memories that it always makes us cry in some way or another. So the song that I love cooking to, or rather the artist I love cooking to, is John Legend. And the song in particular is She Don't Have to Know. For some reason, there's just something to this track that just makes me bounce while cooking. And the whole album is just probably one of the best albums ever made. So yeah, John Legend's She Don't Have to Know. Well, the song I'm singing in the shower brings me back to my teenagehood. And it's a song by The Darkness called I Believe in a Thing Called Love. And the reason for this is because it's just so fantastic to hear me try and hit notes that I can never hit. And I think that's what you do in the bathroom. You try and hit notes you know you can never hit. Yeah, so this is actually a very important one because there are moments when you kind of lose yourself. And I always turn to Todd Terrier's Strandbar, the disco version, because the piano progression of the song is just so insane. And by the end of it, everyone is back in top form on the dance floor. And you can continue just kind of taking them on a ride. So yeah, Todd Terrier's Strandbar. I chose it not for a long haul flight, but more for a long haul flight on a dance floor. I usually play for extended hours, up to 6-7 hours. Since I first started DJing, I would always start my set off with Take Off Baby by Ronald Christoph and Orlando. And it's great because it has the sounds of an airplane in it taking off. And I always thought it was quite funny and cheeky, but it's also very deep and very sexy. So that would be my track. A few years ago, I picked up a record by Billy Paul, and everyone knows Your Song by Elton John. Now, a rendition of this came on while I was in the kitchen, and I came out, and it was one of the best renditions of Your Song I've ever heard. And that song is groovy as hell. So try and listen to it sometime. I hope it makes you groove as well. So I just got married, and the song that I walked down the aisle to was Perfume Genius's Can't Help Falling in Love. And it took us months to find the song. And when we finally found it, we realized that it was perfect because it was slightly dark, but also super beautiful. So every time I hear this, I feel super loved because it was the song I walked down the aisle to. There is this super band that's all, in a way, like the Illuminati of music, if you want. No one really knows who's in the band, and they're called Salt. And there's a song by them called Free, and it's so beautiful to listen to because it's singing about freedom, but in this really joyous way, with the most beautiful voices, and nobody ever knows who's singing because the band's secret. So yeah, Free by Salt. So I think this would be a song that I'm driving to, full blast, screaming my heart out, or actually screaming anywhere I am. Dog Days Are Over by Florence and the Machine. It's been one of my tunes since I was probably 16 years old, which is crazy because I'm 32 years old right now. So yeah, Dog Days Are Over, Florence and the Machine. So this is my go-to karaoke solo always, and I'm very bad at it, but I slay it hard. Dance moves, improv acting, everything comes into play when I do this song in karaoke. And it's All Coming Back to Me by Celine Dion. All right, everyone, thank you so much for watching. Check out my cover story on Buro247.my. Take care.